What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be going over a 2022 Ram 2500 diesel. Now, I've had some issues, and Ram has been having a lot of issues. I know a lot of y'all have been having problems, and I want to go over the problems with this truck just for everybody else that are having the same problems. You're not alone right now. Ram is going downhill, doing a crappy job, in my opinion, on the 2021s, 2022s. Now I'm hearing recalls and everything on the 2023s. If you've got one ordered or whatever already. Now, let's go over a little stuff. Number one, I am a big Ram Dodge guy, Mopar. I really am. And when I ordered this truck, now I have a 2018 model with 300. I had a 2018 model with 321,000 miles. It had no problems. It run great up to the point to where I got rid of it. Now this one right here, when I ordered this one, I customized it with airbags in it, a bigger radio, and off-road suspension because I hauled RV transport with it. And you can see I still got the rail stuff in there. Now the first issue I had was whenever I was hauling the camper, the tailgate fell down. When I first got this truck, and you see a dent right here. When I first got this truck, I was in California and I hit a pothole and the tailgate fell down and popped right down on the camper. And it made that dent. So now they have and I called them about it. This truck, I believe then, had 31,000 miles on it. Somewhere around there, 32,000 miles on it. They said that they haven't had no issues with the 22, but they'll check it out. And they kind of hee-hawed around, and if the warranty was going to fix it or not. Didn't know if it was my problem, their problem. But when I first got this truck, now you can close it pretty easy. And right in here, it's pretty much level. But when I first got it, you could close it and it would wind up, you could slam it like I did and it would wind up being like this. If you could zoom in on the gap, baby. If you could see the gap like this. And then you would have to keep on opening it and closing it to try to get it to close all the way. Because if it hangs to that little bit of a gap like that, then it don't close all the way. It's going to open like it did on me. So I kept on slamming it, and finally now I guess it's now they do have a massive recall on the tailgate. So if you do have one, I would call the dealership to see if the tailgate. Now that was the first issue. Now the second issue that I had was hit 64,000 miles. I wouldn't have my tires rotated, and somebody somehow the damper shock got broke and had some vibration that comes to the truck. Now when the vibration hit, it was I thought, okay, maybe I got I had the old original Firestone tires, and maybe I got them out of whack, which are the same ones I got on here now. It has 64,000 miles on it then, and if you can look, that's about how much meat, which is still a lot of meat left on these tires. And for 64,000 miles, I hated to pull them off, but I thought since I had the vibration and I just had them rotated, that maybe one of them had a broke belt, and especially all the potholes and stuff. So I went and ordered a brand new set of tires, which would be a Good Wrench, and KO2s, and I put them on. And I still had the vibration. So from there, I took it to the shop and found out my damper shock was broke, which actually Farmer Cropper underneath there, one was carrying it to Dodge because the other place didn't find it. And they had it for, I think, 3 weeks doing the tires, and because they put brand new tires on it. Then he got some more tires and stuff like that to put on it to try to see if they could, maybe it was in the new tires. So if it wasn't in the old tires, then it wasn't in the new tires. So I ordered a Fox 2.0 and I put it on. I took the broken off and put it on, and it still didn't fix it. So then I took it to Dodge. And then we had the, still had a little bit of vibration. So they put upper ball joints in it. They put this axle right here, brand new bearings and seals on both sides. And they had it lined up, and it still didn't fix it. They wanted me to test drive it. I test drive it and said it still ain't fixed. So they took brand new rims and tires, took mine off and put them on it and test drove it and wheel course balanced, and it still did not fix it. Now then what they done, they took the dry shaft out, ordered me a brand new dry shaft, supposed to had it lined up, make sure everything was good, put it back on, and it helped it out a lot. Now it did help out, but did it fix it? It still did not fix it. So now this truck has got 80-something thousand miles on it. It still has vibration. I was just gonna live with it. What else can you do? I put a lemon law on it, and Dodge kept hee-hawing around, pretty much trying to let the warranty run out at a 100,000 mile powertrain warranty, because they didn't want to do nothing. They just kept on drive it, take it to the shop, drive it, take it to the shop, and they know I was getting close to the warranty run out. So other issues that I've been having, this thing has still got the slight vibration. Well, let's show you the radio. Right. Now it came with the I think it was 8.4 radio, so I had to change them out to a 12-inch screen. I figured I would really like that, especially with the AI boxes and everything you can get now to watch TV and stuff. So I was really loving the looks of the screen when I ordered it. The only problem with this radio is, which I'm not going to turn on, and it does it whenever, it cuts off. And I've heard a lot of people having the same problem. It cuts off going down the road. And then it resets. Okay, if you would think, okay, that really ain't a big deal, but it kind of is. If you got your maps pulled up, you're trying to deliver a load in California, and then your radio cuts off, you have no way, you're in traffic, and you need to know which way to turn, this right here could really jack you up, and it has to me several times. And then you got the functions where they don't work and everything all the time. They said maybe it was a software update. The only thing is, they didn't have the update for it yet. So they're not going to replace the radio. They're waiting on the software update. Pretty radio, but it's junk. Alrighty, another thing I want to show you is, let's see if it happens, if it turns it on. Zoom in a little bit. Start it. You notice the check engine light's on, right? Let me close the door. Pretty sure perform service. And then, I don't know if it'll pop, yep, there it is. The power reduce seed dealer, exhaust filter full. All right, I've been having that code pulled up, and it's been on the truck for at least a week and a half, something like that. So I made other videos on showing how to pull the radio out, pull the dash out, and all that stuff. Now that's not the only code that I'm getting right now. And I'm gonna put a small clip in here to where a non-deleted truck, black smoke. Blue was black smoking. I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. And the first time it done it, it was a lot of black smoke. I didn't get that, but my wife, my sandwich maker, she was riding with me the other day, and it was trying to black smoke some. So what I done was, she on the thing and put a little bit of video out there, and I wasn't going to put it in this, but I'm going to. I just sent it to one of my buddies, Sea Farmer, to get him to get a kick out of it. But this truck is not deleted, and it was black smoking. Now, I've had the low turbo boost code come up, and matter of fact, the only reason it's not on, well, it's not popping up right now, it shouldn't be, because I cleared it off yesterday. The filter, it's saying that stopped up, and that's the reason the check engine light is still on, won't go off. But the low boost code and the starting, some kind of starting code that keeps popping up with it too, and I have not figured out it, because the turbo is doing just fine. Sensors, computer programming, but a lot of people are having this issue. So this is a 2022 that I should not be having issues with like this, right out the gate. And this truck right now has, so it on here so I'm be exact, at 86,061 miles in this video right here. Now other issues that I've had was I've got an Autel scan tool, and since they changed the computer situations on the truck to where you just can't plug into the OBD port on the port of the truck, that you have to take the radio out, and you can, you know, scan codes and maybe clear codes, but as far as doing like what I was needing to do, what this truck really needs, because it has not regen in a long time, so I was going to try to force regen it, and I can do it with the Autel, at least I thought. So I took the radio out, took the dash out and the clusters and everything you gotta get behind it, and I got these cables that I had ordered a while back to hook up to it. I hooked up to it and done the scan test on it to try to force regen it, and it would not let me. That's the reason those cables were made, was to let me do stuff like that. But I don't know if this truck is just jacked up or what it is, but it would not let me force regen. So this thing needs a major regen and a major lot of other stuff, and that's why RAM is getting a thumbs down. Anything built in COVID, I think, in my opinion, I don't care what it is, if it's built in COVID, I would stay away from it, in my opinion. All right, so I think what they're doing now is pretty much forcing you to go to the dealership with everything. That's what they want. I mean, they even put it on the dash for you. Go see the dealership. I'm not going to go see the dealership with this. I'm still dealing with Ram, which I'm getting nowhere. If anybody else has dealt with Ram before, or Chevy, Dodge, it ain't just Ram. I bet it's all of them. And you had problems, getting nowhere, put it down below, let everybody else know, so that way when they think about going through this, and there ain't no sense of getting a lawyer and trying to fight it, because well, Ram's got more money than I got, so it'd be a losing battle most likely. So I think what I'm just going to do is probably just trade it, wind up losing my butt on it, and I've already traded with my other truck, and this right here is probably going to be getting traded off here pretty soon too. But has anybody else been having problems with these? And it's really bad and sad at the same time, especially for somebody who, if you're a Chevy guy and you believe in Chevys, if you're a Ford guy and you believe in Fords, just like I'm a Dodge guy, Ram, whatever you want to say, used to be Dodge. And I believed in trusting into them, especially doing a business, buying into it, and then I get done like that. You buy a truck and it's not lasting, you have nothing, it falls apart, and then they don't stick beside you. So that makes it to where you don't believe and trust in them no more. I'm not going to run out right now and buy a brand new Ram, especially not a diesel. But the one thing Ram's got for me is the Cummins engine. Now, to me, I think one of Cummins engines is one of the best ones built, at least the older ones. These newer ones, a little bit different, but the older ones are, and that's my opinion. Duramax, still a good engine. Power stroke. They all got their own problems. So, would I run out and buy a new truck right now? Absolutely not. And do I think a 2022 is something, if you're looking into buying a new truck, I would, in my opinion, stay away from the new ones. If I had to buy a new one right now, I would look and go find a 2018. Because anything newer than that, I don't want. This because of all the issues that I've had, and that I know other people are having too. It's not really right to spend this kind of money and have these kind of issues. And far as the looks of the truck, the interior and everything is great. But the looks and everything, it ain't what makes you money. It ain't what really gonna keep you coming back for more. Because if the truck stays in the shop more than you drive it, who wants that kind of problems? And then you got the problems nowadays. They want me to take it back to the shop and trade it in. I mean, and let them work on it. I'm gonna take it back and trade it in somewhere else. But they want to work on it. But they ain't gonna give me a rental car. They're gonna give me $40 a day to go rent a car from somebody else. Nothing to drive. They give me $40 a day or a week, something like that. I think it's $40 a day. And then if you go over a certain mileage, then that comes out of your pocket. That's what they tell me. But nothing but troubles, nothing but headaches out of this truck. So if you're looking, like I said, looking for a new one, I don't care if it's Ford, Dodge, Chevy. To me, I stay away from them. 2018 and down, I think that'd be your best bet. All right, so that's gonna be my video on the 2022 Ram 2500. I figured I'd end this video with the hood up because, in my opinion, if you got one and you've already put in, which I know a couple of y'all have gotten 22s and putting over 100,000 miles with no problems, that's great. But for taking a chance on buying one, I just wouldn't, in my opinion. But I'm gonna end this video with that. And thank all y'all for watching. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe bell, notification, thumbs up, and all that good stuff. Y'all be careful, y'all be safe. See y'all on the next one.